Welcome back to Dream Machines Decoded. I'm Han, and today we're diving into the passionate, innovative and sometimes tumultuous world of Alfa Romeo. Buckle up because this is a story of speed, style and Italian flair. Our tale begins in 1910, in the heart of Milan. A group of Italian entrepreneurs found Alfa, Anonima Lombarda Fabbrica Automobili. Just 5 years later, Neapolitan businessman Nicola Romeo took over and Alfa Romeo was born. But the real excitement began on the racetrack. In the 1920s and 30s, Alfa dominated motorsport, and at the heart of this success, a young ambitious driver and team manager named Enzo Ferrari. Yes, that Ferrari. He ran Alfa's racing division, which would later become the legendary Scuderia Ferrari. During this golden age, Alfa produced some of its most iconic pre-war models. The HC2300 and the HC2900 were not just beautiful, they were engineering marvels. The 2900B Lungo Spider even held the Mille Miglia record for nearly 70 years. World War II hit Alfa hard, but they came roaring back in the 1950s, and I mean roaring. Alfa stormed into the newly formed Formula One Championship, winning the first two championships in 1950 and 1951 with the legendary Alfetta 158 and 159. But Alfa wasn't just about racing. The 1950s saw the birth of the Giulietta, a car that put performance in the reach of average Italian. Its twin-cam engine was a revelation, setting a standard that would influence engine design for decades. The 1960s and 70s were Alfa's design golden age. The Giulia, with its boxy yet aerodynamic shape, became an icon. And who can forget the Spider Duetto, immortalized by Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate? Or the futuristic Montreal, looking like it drove straight out of a sci-fi movie. But every rose has its thorns. The 1980s and 90s were tough for Alfa. Financial troubles led to a takeover by Fiat in 1986. Purists worried that the brand would lose its soul, but Alfa kept fighting. The early 2000s saw a revival. Alfa re-entered the US market and launched the HC Competizione, a car so beautiful it could make grown men weep. And in 2019, Alfa returned to Formula One, bringing their racing heritage full circle. Now we can't talk about Alfa without mentioning the Quadrifoglio, the four-leaf clover that adorns their high-performance models. This lucky charm dates back to 1923 when Alfa driver Ugo Sivocci painted it on his car before winning the Targa Florio. It's been a symbol of Alfa's racing spirit ever since. But what makes Alfa truly special isn't just the cars, it's the passion they inspire. The Alfisti, as Alfa Romeo enthusiasts are known, are some of the most devoted fans in the automotive world. Today, Alfa Romeo faces new challenges. As part of Stellantis, they are working on electrification and trying to balance their heritage with modern demands. But if history has taught us anything, it's to never count Alfa out. And just when you think Alfa Romeo might be losing its edge, they surprise us all. In 2023, they unveiled the new Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, a stunning homage to the iconic 1967 original. Limited to just 33 units, this supercar is Alfa's way of saying we've still got it. The new 33 Stradale is a masterclass in blending heritage with cutting-edge technology. It offers two powertrain options, a twin-turbo V6 producing over 620 horsepower or an all-electric setup with 750 horsepower. With its butterfly doors and perfect bodywork, it's a rolling sculpture that captures the essence of Alfa's design legacy. But here's the kicker, each of the 33 cars will be uniquely tailored to its owner's preferences. It's not just a car, it's a bespoke piece of automotive art. And with a price tag over 2 million euros, it's clear that Alfa Romeo is aiming for the stars. The 33 Stradale isn't just a nod to the past, it's a bold statement about Alfa's future. It shows that even as the automotive world shifts towards electrification, Alfa Romeo is committed to keeping the passion and excitement alive. It's proof that the spirit of Alfa, that intoxicating blend of performance, beauty and emotion, is alive and well in the 21st century. From the racetracks of the 1920s to today's city streets, Alfa Romeo has been making hearts race for over a century. They've had their ups and downs, but their commitment to passion, performance and beauty has never wavered. As we close this chapter of our Rossa Corsa series, remember, an Alfa Romeo isn't just a car, it's a love affair on wheels. This is Han for Dream Machines Decoded, reminding you that in the world of Alfa Romeo, Coero Sportivo, the sporting heart never stops beating.